Hey gang, AV here. Welcome to my review of the G.I. Joe Collectors Club exclusive Cross Country G.I. Joe figure. Here he is out of the box, and when I say box, I do mean box. Start things off. This is how he came. This was the packaging. I'm just covering up my address because it's still on the label there. But just came in this box. It's like a clamshell box. You open it up. The figure and the file card and all that were inside. It was taped on two sides. Just a regular brown box. And here is the file card. Feel free to pause the video and read it now if you like. Okay. The figure itself, as well as the file card and the accessory bag, were in this larger bag here, which was sealed with tape and folded over here at the flap. As I just mentioned a second ago, the accessories were in their own separate bag, which was also taped closed, as you can see. As far as accessories go, to start things off, he had his figure base, which says G.I. Joe there in raised letters. It has two foot pegs. It says codename Cross Country there in the front. And on the bottom, copyright 2007 Hasbro, just like all the other ones. Always a fan of the fact that they include those. Now let's have a closer look at the figure and his actual accessories. Start things off with his rifle. Take that out of his hand. Nice looking rifle. I believe it's the same one that came with Footloose now that I look at it. Just has different paint apps on the handles. Still looks pretty good. There's a peg hole there in the back. I'm not sure what that's for. Pretty cool. He comes with this wrench. Which is actually pretty cool. I like it. And he has a pistol here, which fits into a holster there on his vest. It's a revolver. Paint detail there on the handle. Pretty cool looking. And now for the figure himself. Not a bad likeness of the character at all. I really think they did a good job on him. Looks pretty good in my opinion. The vest is removable, as you can see. It pegs closed there on the side. It is awfully difficult to get these things back on. Usually you have to heat them up and stretch them out a little bit and get them on there. But so I'm not going to mess with it. I'm not going to take it off during the course of the review. We're just going to try to do his articulation without removing it. So speaking of which, his head is on a ball joint. Can do a full 360. Cannot really look up and down or tilt side to side because of the sculpt of the head itself. As you can see, he's got kind of a mullet going on, so can't really tilt his head at all. His arms can do a full 360, as well as go up about that high. There's nothing at the bicep. His arms can straighten out and bend about 90 degrees there at the elbow. The elbows rotate 360. His wrists also rotate 360. And here at the left hand, he has a hinge that bends in and out, whereas his right hand has a hinge that rotates down and up. He does have ab articulation, however, because of the vest, it's greatly hindered. You can get a swivel there at the hips from it, but that's about it without popping the vest open. His legs can go up about that high, back about that far. He can do the splits about like that. Double jointed knees enable his heel to kick back about that far. He can rotate his ankle all the way around, 360, point his toes down, and point his toes up. So very good articulation on this guy. I love the added wrist articulation, which we did not see enough of in this line. A lot of figures were missing it over the course of the line, as well as I should say over the course of the years, because it was several lines for these modern Joes. Anyhow, I'm glad to see that. Let's do some size comparison here. Let's see him next to a vintage G.I. Joe. Here he is next to V1 Snake Eyes. As you can see, Cross Country is noticeably taller. Cross Country does fit in with the 4-inch figures a lot better than the 3 3/4-inch figures, like this vintage collection Luke Skywalker, who is a little on the short side. Here he is next to a true 4-inch figure, the Boss Fight Studio Night Blank. As you can see, they are roughly about the same size. And last but not least, here he is next to a Marvel Universe Captain America, who is actually a little on the taller side for a 4-inch figure. So as you can see, he would fit it right in with your modern 4-inch figures. Definitely more so than your classic 3 3/4-inch figures. I think he's a very good-looking update to the character. I like the accessories he comes with. I think he looks great. I think he's got great detail and definitely a great homage to the classic character. This is a G.I. Joe Collectors Club exclusive, so the only way to get him is going to be on the aftermarket. He may or may not be kind of expensive at this point, so bear that in mind when you start looking for him. I do think he's worth a pickup if you're missing the character for your collection. He is a very good representation of him, and I wish you the best of luck in finding one. So anyway, this has been AV. If you like this video, check out my channel. If you like what you see there, then please subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching.